Quirky me, here's my tale. To prove my Maine creds, it takes place in Maine, and one of my favorite spots in the entire state, Baxter State Park. Anyone love Baxter as much as I do? Okay, and actually, if you could see the entire tattoo on my arm.
Oh, jeez.
Yes, this is the map of the Appalachian Trail, but Baxter is like way here, and Mount Katahdin is there, and so forth. But anyway, so silence, Mount Katahdin, bears. Yeah. Before I had ever met a bear, they really worried me. And that's what this story is about. So anyway, my friend Scott and I were headed for Baxter, stopped in Millinocket, did the Appalachian Trail Diner, Millinocket, go there, baked beans and eggs for breakfast, the best. Anyway, then you get into Baxter. And first day, I don't remember the names of all the lean-tos we stayed in, but first day we headed, I believe, up to Dacey Pond, probably about 10-mile hike maybe. And I love the ranger at Dacey because I've talked with him before. The thickest, heaviest down east accent in the world, and I could listen to that accent for days. Love this ranger, and we're chatting with him, and if you know rangers and kind of the philosophy at Baxter, they never give you advice. You're out there, you're on your own, they'll give you information that can help you make decisions, but, say, is the weather is it going to be too bad to summit Katahdin today? They won't tell you. They'll just say, here's the weather report, blah, blah, blah. So this favorite ranger of mine, I want to say his name was Dave. It was. He gave Scott and I a piece of information that the bears were very active. And generally in Baxter, especially in the summer, the bears are in the northern part of the park. If you know the layout, Katahdin and Chimney Pond were in the southern part of the park. We were right in the middle, but we were hiking the next day down to Chimney Pond because we had planned on doing Katahdin. So he let us know that there were active bears in the southern part of the park. Oh, is it safe? Is it safe? Well, they're active. So I'm like, okay, I haven't run into a bear in the woods before. How does one behave when meeting a bear? So he said, he was happy to give that, not advice, but share from his experience. And you've probably heard this 100 times. First of all, face the bear. Do not run. You cannot run a bear. Don't climb a tree. Bears climb trees. Yeah, they do. Make yourself as big as you can in its presence. I'm not tall. Just not. Look him right in the eye and shout at the bear. Okay, great. So Scott and I, the next day, we're headed out. Long, gorgeous hike. I can't go into it all, but up ridges and down peaks and rain and shine. And, loved it. And the trail, the muddy trail, because it had been raining, just huge bear tracks everywhere, sunk deep in the mud. You could see their claw impressions and so forth. And also everywhere, bear scat everywhere. It was summer season, so not well-formed bear scat, just like big pops. Bear scat with little red berries and stuff in it. So we were aware of the bears, and we're hiking. And we had a great time. We make it to Chimney Pond. Chimney Pond, it's a big, gorgeous pond at the foot of Katahdin, and there's 3 peaks on Katahdin. So Chimney Pond is in the middle, and when you look across, you see just this incredible mountainous ridge, all black. I think Katahdin is granite. I think it is. So it's right at the base, and on a sunny day like it was, you get the reflection of the entire mountain and the pond and so forth. So I'm very excited for our hike the next day, because I've never done it. Bears, you're always, even if they're not active, if you're at Chimney Pond, they have all the hooks up on the high wires, the bear hooks. You hang all of your food and everything up really high. And yeah, there were some drunk college students there with the bear poles and stuff, you know, hanging their things. We go to bed, excited about the next day. I get up in the middle of the night and I need the privy, which is, you know, I knew where it was, just an easily walk to the trail to the privy. And I get there and do my privy things. And while I'm in there, I hear from the back behind me, it was a big hill coming down, crash, bang, bang, boom. All of this racket. It was a racket. So I'm like, okay, I'm in a privy, I'm safe. I lock the door, and I just hang out for about 5 minutes and let it go by. Silence, fine. I come out, I'm just a little keyed up, looking around, and I kind of took the wrong trail, ended up at someone else's lean-to, and I think I'm yelling at Scott. I'm like, hey, Scott, there's a bear out here. And husband and wife couple look up. Like, oh, sorry, I thought you were someone else. So then I take the trail back to where I started. I'm wearing my headlamp, of course, so I can see. And right in the glare of the headlamp, at eye level with me, is another pair of eyes.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, okay, don't run. Look big. Shout. And the damn ranger never told me what to shout. The only thing that came out of me, I just yelled, go! Just go! And so loud I could actually hear it echoing off of the whole Katahdin Range, across the pond and back to me. And there's the eyes. Did they go?
No.
Yeah, no. Am I done? Okay, okay. They didn't, right there, and then they move, and I start looking, and suddenly I see in my headlamp this huge cow moose. Huge cow moose, just I don't know what to do with a moose. You can't shove them out of the way. She finally just kind of turned and did that moose thing, walked away. And the final, then I swear I'm done. I breathe a sigh of relief. Next morning, I'm down at Chimney Pond, filling up my water bottle for the day, and there's a couple standing near me who didn't really look like the outdoor type. They looked more like they had stepped off a cruise ship down in the old port. But anyway, the missus is saying, oh, honey, pointing all the way across the pond. Oh, honey, look over there, a moose. I've never seen one up this close before. And I just said, I looked at her and said, oh, honey, you should have been here last night.